Hello? Look how I gotta turn the light down. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Let me turn the light down. Ooh. That might be better. Still all yucky. Look how gross I look right now. And that's okay. Hi guys, what's going on? Did you guys see? Hi Jet. Hi Jet. How are you, buddy? It's still too bright. So, hello from the Finger Lakes. I'm a face of an angel. Listen, I have my YouTube light in here and it's too bright and I can't even stand it. But yeah, so I cannot stop thinking, okay, for months now, all I thought about are these sunflowers. It's not all I thought about. I've thought about thousands of flowers, but I literally can't stop thinking about these sunflowers. And Steve and I have been talking, and it wasn't anything that I was going to make a video about until maybe about a month or so ago. He was like, if you want to talk about them, you can. And I was like, please, because I've been dying. And it's amazing. How much snow did I get? We got about 6 inches here. So we're in northern Oneida County, if anybody's local. And we were on the outskirts of the big, huge nor'easter. And we only got about 6 inches. But some people got like 50 inches of snow only a couple of hours from us. So I think everybody needs these sunflower seeds. I'm so excited. So Steve told me he has millions of seeds. And he is trying to work through, because it's like, can you imagine how much work it would be to, he's a flower farmer. He does this full time. This is what he does. So the amount of work that has to go into packaging and shipping and all that stuff. So he's working with hopefully a seed distributor and for him to do that. But if that falls through, then I think he would go ahead and do direct sales. So we're just waiting to see where that's going to fall. So I'm excited for him. I mean, it's a lot of work, like 12 years of breeding to get these colors and these beautiful, magical things. I'm so excited. Trying to keep up in the chat. There's so many good name suggestions already. I've been texting with Steve. Let me get my phone in front of me here. Family. So an hour earlier than me because I'm on the East Coast. He's in Wisconsin, so we're an hour apart. So he was gonna join this chat if he could, but I can't even stand my face right now. It looks like a ghost. I don't care, whatever. Teresa, 6 inches would shut it down where you live. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I have cousins in North Carolina. They get 1.5 inches and schools are closed. We had 6 inches and there wasn't even a 2-hour delay. Nothing. Hi, Randy. Hello. I'm so excited too, Pam. Like, beyond excited. And I'm not going to brag or anything, but I do get to grow them this year. I'm so excited. So Rachel, Rochelle or Rachel? Type it out for me. The days to bloom are between 50 and 75. So that is a little bit of a stretch because it's multiple varieties of sunflower to become one. So it's 50 to 75. He's found days to bloom. Yes, it is, Sherry. As Sherry says, it's amazing the connections you make on social media. Yeah, so Steve is not a social media guy. He doesn't have Instagram. He doesn't have a Facebook page. He doesn't even have a website for his flower farm. He doesn't have to advertise. He doesn't need to do any marketing because he has these major wholesale accounts. Some of the pictures that he sends me of what he's driving to wholesalers are incredible. So he just knows what he's doing. And he's just not a social media guy. But he watches YouTube, and one of my videos popped up, and he started watching me. This is probably 6 months ago. Where do we put our suggestions? In the video, Teresa, for names, in the video, like the comment section of the video, we'll be looking over those. And he has a couple of ideas that his family came up with, but I don't know. Steve's Sunset Ladies. It's fun. It's really fun. So Tim, he did not go over whether or not they're day neutral or a long day. We'll talk about that though in the Q&A that I'm going to do with him. We're going to be doing a couple more videos, and you'll get to meet Sunflower Steve. He's just, I don't know. He's so personable, and I don't know, we clicked and we get along really well, and we talk quite often. So the hydrangea field, Steve's picture of his hydrangeas is what is inspiring me to put in a hydrangea field. In fact, I might drive to Wisconsin in the spring and bring some of his home. We haven't talked about that yet, but he's ripping out a whole section of his hydrangeas because he's finding something else more profitable. I mean, he's finding literally one of his crops is unbelievably profitable, so he's swapping them out. So he's in an area where there's a little bit of a hydrangea oversaturation in the market. So I might go get those. Haven't talked about it yet. Hi, Christina. Thank you. Tie-dye Teddy. It does look like it reminds me of the Teddy, and it reminds me of that double quick sunflower that I grew. But the color combinations are so different than anything that I've ever seen. In fact, when I showed a few of the flower farmers, the videos that I did a couple of months ago where it was the after the frost with the flower farmers, I don't send anyone these pictures. They're on my phone. If I was so nervous to send anyone. So I'm showing them like, look, oh my God, look, you have to see this. It's so exciting. And everyone was like, oh my God. It's just been something that I've been dying for other people to see because it's just amazing looking at a thing. Yeah, just put your to be on the list. Just put your email on my email list, and then I'm going to share that with Steve. I'll probably do an initial, hey, Steve's sunflowers are going to be available. I'll do a push out and then tell you where you can find them. So, hi. Sorry, reading through. Right, Terry? You'd gladly drive to his, yeah. So he doesn't do any sales from his it's private property. He doesn't do any sales from his house. Yeah, the Fin Farm, you could propagate. Yeah, absolutely. I think I have 10 or 12 plus my landscape hydrangeas. They're just not growing the way that I want them to. So I'd like to get more. If I go to Wisconsin, will I visit Erin at the Impatient Gardener? Yes. Erin and I have plans to hang out after this whole COVID thing's over with. Yeah, I totally would go visit Erin. They do look like a beautiful sunset. Swoon Series is cool too. Yeah, I like that. I gotta open my water because I'm so thirsty today. Steve, put that in the comments of the videos because that's where I'll go and look when I compile the questions. Like I said, he's been doing this for 12 years, and the amount of work that's gone into this, I'm really so excited for him. He deserves all of the credit for this. It's such an amazing flower like we've never seen before. Road vlog, believe me. If I go, yes, there will be a road vlog. There will definitely be visits everywhere if I go on the road, which that's one of the things that I really love to do is go to other places and show what they're doing too. So eventually put it on the list. I'm drinking peach flavored sparkling water today, and it's not great. Not my favorite. So I did a video this week too with Serena and, well, it was just Serena, but with Serena and Ian with You Can't Eat the Grass. And I had such a good time with that. I think you guys really enjoyed the video too. Thank you guys so much for the grapefruit vine. Yeah. Thank you guys for checking it out on their channel. I know a lot of you were already following them, but we talked today and we're going to do a couple more videos after the new year. Put one on my channel, put one on their channel so we can hang out. I'm getting a phone call. I'm not going to answer it. Tuck it in my purse. Okay, hold on. Let me look at this. Grapefruit spindrift. That's delicious. Yeah, I want to go to smaller places. Panicles. Yes, that's a really good thing to grow. Thank y'all. Do I think the sunflowers were growing 9B? Yes. Yeah, there's no reason. They're just, you just put the seed in the ground and 50 to 75 days later, they shouldn't have a problem in 9B. Hi, thank you. It was so much fun to do, Kim. It was really a lot of fun to do with Serena because we kind of talked about which varieties I was going to do. So she didn't do the same ones. But we did have a lot of, she also grew a lot of Gumfrina and had really great success with it. So we had to talk about who was going to do Gumfrina and stuff like that. But I really loved her, the final one, which was weeds, because we all like look to our property to see what we can harvest to make our bouquets look better, especially in the early parts of the season when there really isn't a lot of filler ready yet, with the tulips and the daffodils and all that stuff. So it's really exciting to find new foraged goods. Let's see. Hi, Candace. You'll have fun with that. You will. So let's see. I'm going to go over to the comment section of the video and see if there are any questions on here. Oh, so someone's asking if Steve had social media, and he does not. He has a YouTube account because he watches me, but he doesn't have a channel. Let's see. Lila, I'll ask Steve if he's open to bribery. I really love this name suggestion of serendipity, but then they also said, well, then they remembered serendipity alliums. So what? We can have serendipity sunflowers too. So maybe we'll do a giveaway. I don't know. That's up to Steve. That'll be up to Steve. For real, Lila, yeah. Fruition seeds. That's interesting. The Finn Farm, do you ever order from the Hudson Valley Seed Company? Because I'm thinking about maybe getting a lot of seeds from them next year, only because they're close to us. And you know how seeds will have traits from a certain area when they're bred there? I think maybe they would be better growing because they were bred here. Any recommendations for a first-year flower farmer? I would say start small, but that's not how I roll. Just find something that you're going to be able to cut a lot off of. It depends on how big your space is too. So for a first-year flower farmer and I have a lot of space, I say invest in perennials because those you only have to invest in once. And if you have the space, you can fill your property with that. Other than that, just the basics, like everything that's in Serena and I's video with, the zinnias and the Gumfrina and all of those. Make sure you have a good percentage versus faux flowers though. It also depends on where you're selling to, because if you're making bouquets to sell at a farmer's market, you're going to want to have all those filler flowers and stuff like that. But if you're making or creating a farm with the purpose of selling wholesale or to the florist, you don't necessarily have to have all those fillers. You can sell bundles to like a bundle of zinnias or a bundle of gladiolas to the florist or the wholesaler. So it really depends on what your market is going to be. Let me see. The red peony poppy? No, I did not see that. I'm going to have to go check that out. I've been on their page a couple of times this week. Yeah, I really want to go visit the Hudson Valley Seed Company. I want to go there and do a video and check out their production. That would be amazing to do. I definitely am going to be getting a hold of them over the next couple of months to see if that's something that they would be willing to let me do. Oh, super bright. Wait, their packaging is gorgeous. When do I plan on starting my Lysianthus this year? Next week. Next week. I have all the supplies. I have all of my trays. I'm ready to do it. Yeah. Apex Acres next week. Doing more. Thanks, David. Yeah, get into sunflowers. Candace, thank you so much. Missing some comments. Other than sunflowers, what is a big annual focal flower? Well, zinnias can be focal flowers. Lysianthus can be focal flowers. Oh, what else did I use a lot of this year for focal flowers? There's so many things that you can use. It depends on the season too, because tulips and daffodils and peonies are good for the spring. But sunflowers, but I was wondering if you grow biannually. Yeah, Justine, I have grown them before. like larkspur and or delphinium and foxglove. Those are biennials, and I'm not really like, I don't have a lot of that yet because this is only my 3rd year in this house. So I'm starting to get into that right now. Hi, Jen. Hi. Make another video on what, Donna? Oh, on Lisianthus. Yes. Yes, I will. Oh, Teresa, yes. You can't forget about lilies. Lilies are an amazing focal flower. You just have to remember to warn your customers. You just warn your customers all the time that things are toxic to animals and children. Lila, Steve and I are going to be hopefully recording either this coming Tuesday or Friday. So it should be about a week. And then the 3rd one will be probably a week after that. So they'll be spaced about a week apart. Still looking for property to start my farm, hopefully next year, in 7B peonies. 7B and peonies. What is your low? Peonies like to have 6 to 8 weeks of temperatures below 40 degrees. That is how they get ready for the next season. So if you have 6 to 8 weeks of temperatures below 40 degrees, you probably can grow peonies. If you don't get that cool, it doesn't mean the peonies aren't going to bloom. It's just not going to bloom to their potential. Sorry. Oh, am I planning to buy seeds at the floret sale? I don't think so. I don't think I can. I don't think I have space for any more seeds. So the title of my last video was my final seed order for my flower farm in 2021. And then I accidentally ordered stuff from Baker Creek. So it wasn't my final one. It was not. But I have to say Baker Creek is heavy on veggies and less on flowers. But I did get some flowers from Baker Creek. I couldn't help it. They're really good with their pictures, guys. Okay, all right. Can I put soil in my basement in closed containers to jumpstart planting in the garden? David, yes, you can. That's what I do. So David, if you look at some of my older videos, I start all my seeds very, very, very early. Like I'm starting Lisianthus next week. I have my Eucalyptus already started. And then between 10 and 12 weeks, and then again at 4 to 6 weeks, I plant thousands of other seedlings in preparation to put them out either before the frost or after. Oh. Sorry, I'm scrolling back up, guys. Elizabeth, are you using plug trays or soil blocks? Okay, so this year I'm using plug trays for my Lisianthus. Last year I used the soil blocks, but I did notice that other people using plug trays had a little bit more success with them getting to a bigger size. So I'm using tiny plug trays. They're the 200 plug trays, but they have a deeper canal for the roots to grow down with as opposed to a soil block. So I am using the 200 plug trays with the like triangular lengthened crevice that the roots can go down. I will do a video of that. Hi, Katie. You're very welcome. Cold weather people need flower love too. I look like pale ghost right now. Justine. Aw. Okay, so the crocheted hats that I wear, I make all of those. And I did not follow a pattern for that, but I can tell you that the brim, do I have any in here? So I'm in this is my getting ready room. This is a coat. This is a steamer right here. This is like a steamer for clothes. So I just have a makeup section and I have like all my crochet stuff in my closet. And then I have like a vanity. And this is also where I wrap everything. So all the wrapping, this is a mess in here. So I have all my crochet stuff over there. I'm looking at it. I don't think I have one of the hats. Is that one? Stand by. I don't think it is. Nope. It's not. But I do have, you guys should see the cute stuff that I make. Like I make these tops, like halter tops. They're so cute. I have a bunch of these for like summer. Anyway, they're called like concert tops. Anyway, so the pattern is a half double crochet around the brim. And I just do it until it fits around the back. And then it's a popcorn stitch. And then I start at the bottom at the brim and then make it smaller around the top. Like skip, you know. If you know how to crochet, you know what I mean. Okay. Reading through. Okay, it just jumped. Sorry. I am definitely planting. I think I have 21 Lysianthus varieties. Yes, I know. It's not really, it's a final seed order. It's never the final seed order. Hi, Katie. Thank you so much from Montana. Lila, did you see the zinnias at Dawn Creek? She is opening for sale today. No. Send me a picture right now on Instagram. Send it to me, Lila. Did you see the hen and chick poppy? Yes, I saw the hen and chick poppy. Did I order that? Guys, I don't remember my order. I'm going to look at my email. I'll find it. Okay, so as I'm looking, when do I start my Lizzie's? Joanne, I'm doing that next week. And information is hard to come by. So there is a Facebook group specifically for people who are starting Lysianthus from seed. And you can find it, I think it's called Starting Lysianthus from Seed. And you have to request to be a member, and you cannot talk about plugs or they'll kick you out. It's very serious seed starting. So Elaine, my tips on Lysianthus is mist and cover. Keep that humidity in there. Check them like 3 times a day. Check them 3 times a day. I have some bad news about my eucalyptus, and I don't really want to share it with you guys. I'm going to do a video about it, but I can talk about it now. I don't know if I want to talk about it. Yes, Jen, I will show you that in a video coming up soon. I'm really hoping that everyone can grow Lysianthus this year. Grace-filled homestead, I will be using soil blocks for most everything else, yes. Delphiniums. So this is my brain thinking that delphiniums should be direct seeded 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost in the spring. Daniel, do I charge delivery for my CSA? I do not. Most of my customers pick up here at the farm. And then my other, I have another one in another city usually I deliver, the plan is to deliver to one spot and have all the people pick it up from that one spot. So it's really not a delivery. It's just a second location for pickup. La, da, 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 da. Thank you, Lila. And I'm going to look at this right now. Say they were. They're gorgeous. These are the what's the name of them again? Okay, let me see if I can do this. The light's too light. It's too bright. This stupid YouTube light is too bright. It's a zinnia from Dawn Creek Farm. It's amazing. Check it out. Dawn Creek Farm zinnia. It's like a champagne-y pale color. It's beautiful. I'm trying to catch up on comments here. Have I narrowed down the number of species of seeds I will start? No, I think I have over 150 varieties. So I did not have damping off on the eucalyptus. This is going to be a little bit of a story here. So my eucalyptus were going fantastic. It was amazing. I had a 70% germination, which I thought was pretty good considering they were 2nd year seeds. And they were beautiful. They were about a 1/2 inch tall. And I went to work one day and I remembered that I hadn't misted the seeds that morning, or the babies that morning. And my husband was home. So, and I thought my grow light, which I did not have my normal LED light. I had one of those super overpriced, expensive, pink and blue, all the colors, expensive grow light over top of my heat mat. I always have that. I've never had an issue. Well, it was raised a little bit from what it was last year. So I texted Brad Pitt and I said, hey babe, could you go downstairs and mist the seeds, the plants that are down there, and lower the light a little bit? Okay. I didn't tell him how much to lower the light. He lowered the light to about 3 inches above the plants. They fried. That kind of light with that intense of like crazy intense lumens and Kelvin and all that stuff is not supposed to be that close to a plant. And because, okay, in Brad Pitt's defense, all of my other LEDs can be right on top of the plants. He didn't realize that he wasn't supposed to lower them all the way on top of the... So I saved 8 of them. So I also remember, if you watched that video, I had some left over. So I ended up having 41 seeds left over. So I started 2 brand new soil blocks. So I'll have about 50 from there. I also ordered more from Johnny's. I panicked when Brad, like, I got home and I went downstairs and they're literally like brown and flopped over from that giant light being this far above them, and total panic attack. So I went and bought some of the baby ones from Johnny's. The only one they had available to ship was a 500 pack. So that's what I bought. So anyway, so 8 of them lived, and I did have, out of the 60 soil blocks, at least 40 of them were up. So like 30 something of them are completely fried. Oh man. But you know what? That's a lesson that I can now tell someone. Hey, if you have these fancy, expensive, really bright lights that are red and purple and supposed to do all the fancy flowering things, don't put them on top of your plants. This is what will happen. They're literally fried. And the ones that are alive turned dark purple. So my eucalyptus babies are purple. They look pretty cool. Okay, sorry, got to go up. When am I going to start my ranunculus? I think I'm going to pre-sprout them in February with hopes of getting them out into low tunnels sometime in March. But what would be some great things? So if you can dig into the ground, Katie, you can plant. Even if there's a January thaw, you can plant tulips and stuff like that. Some great things to start in spring. I love to start cool flowers in spring. So if you have the Lisa Mason Ziegler's book, Cool Flowers, check that out. Because I'm so cold, I can't do any cool flowers in the fall. There are a couple that she says that I can, but some of my friends have done it and they have much better success with the spring sown ones. So I do all my cool flowers in the spring. So things like the dill and the dara, the corn cockle, the larkspur, the delphinium. Oh, there's so many things there's too many things. Lisianthus, snapdragons. Snapdragons can take down to like 22 degrees and be fine. Uncovered. More covered, you know? So all those things. I've never transplanted them. I've always direct seeded both. Yes. Lupines are good for cut flowers, yes. Oh my gosh, your daughter's name is Zinnia. Definitely get that Zinnia. Oh, here's all the reactions to my eucalyptus death. The death of the eucs. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's okay. It's all right. I still have 8 of the original ones, and then the other ones are fine. My time management for a typical day. Well, that's really hard, Jordan, because I have 5 jobs. So my time management for flower farming is going to look a lot different than a lot of other people. So I also cook like homemade meals three times a day for my kids. And so on a vacation day, like when I take a day off from my 9-to-5 job, it's about 14 hours in the field. And when I have my 9-to-5 job, it's go to work, like get up, leave the house 6 o'clock, come home 5 o'clock, and then I'm in the fields until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. That's just the reality of it. And then Saturday and Sunday, 14-hour days. It's like I have to put all of this work in right now in order for it to become my full-time job, so then I can better manage my time. I would really love to know how I'm going to do it when I don't have all the other things that I have to do. You know, when I don't have, I work 35 hours a week at my full-time job, and then I freelance a whole bunch of stuff. YouTube takes an incredible amount of time, like an incredible amount of time. It takes hours to film and edit stuff. And honestly, the time that it takes to move the camera around and do all that other stuff, it makes each project that I do even more time consuming, but that's okay because I love to do it. So all those things take a lot of time. Yes, Lisianthus is a cool flower. Yes, Brad Pitt felt bad, and he said, "You could totally blame me. I don't care." Thank you. What variety am I most excited about? Honestly, what I'm most excited about, and this is nothing against my Lysianthus because she's a sweetheart and I can't wait. I am most excited to see what happens when I try dahlias from seed. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I have never done that before, and I want to see if that produces. And I know it does. I've seen other things. I think Serena has a video on how it produces. So I'm most excited to see all of that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Other than that, it's the Lysianthus. I'm really excited about it. Oh, but also I planted so many new varieties of daffodils and tulips and stuff this year. I'm excited about the dahlias from seed. Really excited. Yeah. So I did pre-order the book from Florette, and I'm getting those seeds that she's sending out. But I also bought a bag of 500 from Johnny's. And think about it, guys. 500 dahlia seeds. If they produce a plant just like a tuber does, I bought 500 dahlia seeds. Don't crash Johnny's website for $6. $6 for 500 dahlia seeds. So we'll see. I'm trying to read. So I bought the I just said I bought the dahlia seeds from Johnny's. I'm also, in addition to getting the free ones from Florette. I have not forgotten about my sunflowers, Lila. You know what, Candace? I'll probably start a handful of them inside. I did the same thing last year. I started about 36 dahlia tubers inside this year, about 6 weeks before my final frost in the spring. I'll probably do the same with maybe a dozen or so dahlia seeds just to get them started earlier. I think the mix from Johnny's is a whole bunch of different varieties of dahlias, the dahlia seeds from Johnny's, but I'm super excited to see what the Florette ones produce. It's kind of like a magical surprise, and I love surprises. Ooh, Randy, that's awesome. Started some lavender seeds in a Tupperware container with paper towels, and now you have roots. 100 days to bloom on the dahlias from, just about the new sunflower. Well, we can talk about it again. We can talk about that all day long. It was gorgeous. So sunflower Steve's sunflowers are magical. Helen, I think I can. I don't know if my website's set up to do that, but I can check into that. But I could always have something shipped to me and then ship it to you if they won't. You'll rewatch. Jen will rewatch the beginning of this video. No. So we can talk about it. Steve's sunflowers are. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to grow them. Like I said in the video, I'm going to protect them with my life. I can't have anything happen to them. Oh, it's amazing. So fun. All right, I'm going to check to see if there's any questions on the. Oh my gosh. People are throwing out some really cool names. Oh, it's so fun. Anyway, all right, back to the live stream. Can we talk about those hydrangeas? Right? So that was a picture he just sent to me recently. He deep cut those. This guy, Steve, are you going to come on here? He just texted me that he's still doing dinner with the family. So he sells so much more. Okay. Do you remember that arrangement that I had in a bunch of my videos? It was like right here and it blended in with the picture. It had all those greens and then the berries and viburnum. He's the one who sent me that. Like he sent me that whole thing in a box. And so he does all of those things. He's got, the winterberry field. I didn't put a picture of that. Holy guacamole. His winterberry field is amazing. Oh, it's fantastic. He really does have beautiful things. I'm really hoping to go ahead and visit. Sun-drenched surprise. And I think it is going to be sold as a variety. So it will be a surprise which ones you actually get. So it was fun. Thank you. So I will look into that. I will, there's a company that does my merch for me, and I'll see if they can do that. I have to look on the boxes that he sent me to see where in Wisconsin Steve is located. I don't know exactly the town. I know where his kids go to school, but I don't know the town. And I don't know if he wants me to divulge that information. So I'll let Steve do that if he wants. David, I like your name suggestion. Steve does not have a website. Steve doesn't have a website or social media. That's something that I've offered to help him with, so that might change. I don't know. Isn't it good, Aaron? Sun-drenched. I'm so excited about these. I can't even imagine what kind of a name he's going to come up with. He does have a couple of ideas that his daughter came up with, so I don't know. Lila's going down a rabbit hole of dahlias. I'm going to go look at some more of these name suggestions on the comments because they're, Color Prism. Elaine is doing Color Prism sunflowers with Color Prism Gold, Color Prism Mocha, all those things. Ooh, freckles. Teresa, are you still on here? Teresa, I like your freckles suggestion. I am. Aaron, if I go to Wisconsin to visit Sunflower Steve, I'm stopping in. I already told everybody. It's a plan. See, Elizabeth, I love the name Serendipity. I really love that. When you commented that, I was like, that's perfect. But then somebody else said the Serendipity alliums, and I got nervous. I don't know what, but think about it though. All of these flowers have the same name. Like there are some tulips that have the same name as dahlias. That can't be specific to variety, right? You could have a Serendipity sunflower. I like it. Cocktails on the bridge? Is that what we're doing? Popcorn, popcorn. Hi. Oh my gosh. So what color was your favorite out of the Sunflower Steve ones? Steve has a favorite. See if you can guess which one Steve's is. Isn't it nice, Katie? I really like it. I literally have been waiting months to show you these pictures. I showed Aaron. Aaron, I showed you the pictures. Oh, it says my connection is unstable. Am I back on? Good guesses. I'm also torn between those two. So Sunflower Steve's favorite is the burgundy, like burgundy mocha. That's his favorite. My favorite, I do love the blush ones. I really do. And I don't think that there's a variety out there right now with that color, but also the purple ones are insane. Yeah. The lemon one. It was really, really cool. I can't wait for him to show me more pictures. So Steve's also a photographer, which is why I got such great pictures from him. He does like senior pictures and stuff like that around his hometown. And he also used to work at a TV station. We just have a lot in common. And I'm really excited for him to share more. I'll have him give me more pictures, and we'll put on videos 2 and 3 with Sunflower Steve. I'll have him share more pictures. I'm so excited about it. I love them all too. And he said that he thinks the lemon one, they're able to kind of retract out and they might be able to sell that one on its own. But for the most part, it is going to be a mix. Hey, it's Steve. Guys, right here. Tell Steve that you love his sunflowers, guys. Steve, they're all asking if you have a YouTube channel or a social media. And I told them that you had a YouTube account, but you didn't have a channel. But there's Steve. Wave to Steve. I think people like your sunflowers. I think 12 years of hard work might have been worth it a little bit. I love this. I wish you were on here with me, Steve. But we will. We'll do a live. We'll do a chat. It won't be live. But I'm very excited. Look at all this love for you, Steve. Such great work. I can't even keep up. My eyes are going crazy. Not to mention this stupid YouTube light that's making me look like a ghost. I kind of want to turn it off, but then I'll look worse, I think. I'm so happy. Steve, how long have I been sitting on these pictures? I showed Erin at the Impatient Gardener, hoping she wouldn't put it on her YouTube channel. I trust you, Erin. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you, Steve. These are gonna sell like hotcakes. I've been dying to share them. I show people on my phone everywhere I go, but I can't, I can't send it to anywhere. When should you start Lysianthus? Where do you live? Where do you live, Susan? Steve, Sunflower Steve's been selling way before social media. Yes, you have. Katie. That's right. Erin, you need to send her a check for keeping quiet. Susan, tell me where you live. Well, I'm starting mine now, and I live in the coldest place ever, so you should probably start yours now. Katie, do I recommend a place that sells a good sunflower mix? So, Geo sells, but the mix, though, I'm not sure. There is a website that created the Pro Cut. Hold on, Gina was just telling me about it. It's called Sunflower something? Sunflower Creations, maybe? They're the ones that actually bred the Pro Cut, and they sell it directly on their site. And I heard they're actually cheaper to buy from. So I think maybe Sunflower Creations. Does anybody know what the name of that website is? I can't keep up. Are they going to be available this season? I don't think so. Steve, comment. I don't know. Zone 5. Susan, I would start them soon for sure. Lila wants to know if you can be bribed for seeds right now, Steve. So I'm not going to speak for Steve, but I am because I have been all night. There is a chance that Steve might be selling them himself, but talk to some company first. But if something falls through with that, perhaps. I also gasped with every photo that came in my inbox. Every photo. Yeah, Pam, you can start yours in January. I started mine in January last year, and I just thought they needed a few more weeks inside for me. And it might have been because I did them in soil blocks and they just didn't get the room to grow to their potential before I put them in the ground. Sunflower Selections. Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. Sunflower Selections. Check them out. I know my flower friend Gina ordered from that. Depends on the bribe, Steve said. My flower friend Gina ordered from that, and I think she got her order within a week. So I don't think they're having any issues with shipping. Yep. So right there from the horse's mouth. If Steve can't come up with a deal that works for the both of us, then he'll sell the seeds himself. I'm so excited to grow them. I know the rest of you guys are too. And so already, oh my gosh, hold on, let me keep up. I have over 50 people in my inbox with their emails to be on the email list to be notified when they're for sale. People definitely want them. And they want them now. I want them now. Holy guacamole. And there's so many name suggestions too. Trying to catch up here with all the comments. Monet, Kodachrome, Sunflower Marbles, Yelgundy. Just saying names that are on here. The Sunrise series, Purple Eclipse, Dappled Sunlight, Magnificent Morning. Steve's Sunset Ladies. There's lots. Everyone's going to be bribing you. Poppy peony seeds? I'm not sure about those. I've never heard of those. So are they poppy seeds that look like a peony? Thank you. Thank you for that answer, because I've never grown those or seen those. I bet you they're gorgeous. When do you expect to see your cooking? Yeah, so I've been joking about making some cooking videos because I cook all the time and I basically act like a fool when I cook. There's actually a public video on my Facebook page that I made at the beginning of quarantine where I made a pot of sauce as Mario from the Nintendo game. It's public video. If you must go see, it's a public video. It's about 8 minutes long, and I am speaking as a Mario the entire time. I do turn into Gru a couple of times. You know, Gru. Anyway. Mick, I can check. Yes, that was the correct way to sign up. I'm not sure what his shipping is going to be. You have to do it through my website. It's flowerhillfarmny.com, and then just sign up for notifications and for news from the website. And I'm going to be giving all of that email list to Steve when the time is right. Don't worry, you're not going to get any emails from me. I'm not going to send you out. Hold on, let me put it in the thing. There's not supposed to be a space there. It's flowerhillfarmny.com, and then just sign up for notifications. You put your email address in. I'm not going to spam you. I used to do a newsletter every month, and then I kind of fell off the wagon with that. So don't worry. Can we get a count on how many funky pairs of sunglasses I own? I go with 6 or 7 right now. I break them all the time. So they're all cheap too, guys. They're like between $6 and $12 sunglasses. That's about how I roll. Steve's sunflower surprises. Yes, they're fantastic. Steve, a lot of people were saying that you should name them after your daughters and your wife. I like that idea too. So many fun ideas. I'm going to stay on here until about 7 o'clock, guys, and then I'm going to go downstairs with the fam bam and hang out. Getting a crazy, crazy number of messages on this. Thank you, Mr. Rogers Trolley. You're welcome. Zone 4, where you can try to plant all the things and you never know what's going to happen. That's so fun. What else was I going to talk about? Will I attempt the wildflower field again in 2021? Yes, I will. In fact, Brad Pitt already tilled it all up, and it will be ready to go first thing in spring, and I will be sprinkling it probably early May. And I'm going to be doing a deer-proof. It's not nothing's deer-proof. Deer-resistant wildflower seed. I got it from Eden Brothers last year. I'm not sure where I'm going to source it this year. I got 6 inches, which isn't a ton. I had some people, I would say Utica. Utica is a city that's about 25 minutes south of me. They got about a foot. Gina, my flower friend Gina, she lives about 25 minutes away from that. She got 2 feet. And then Binghamton got 4.5 feet, which is about an hour and 45 minutes, 2-hour drive from here. So we were on the kind of outskirts of the nor'easter. So 6 inches, but we did, our cross-country trails were groomed. So I'm going skiing this weekend. I'm so excited. You got 12 inches in northwest New Jersey. I had a feeling because a lot of people on my Facebook page, like not my personal Facebook page, are complaining that all of their packages for like delivery got lost in New Jersey. Not lost, but like caught up. So there's a delay. Why do I till and replant my wildflowers every year? Because they're not perennial. They're annuals. They could self-seed, but nothing flowered this year. So there's nothing to self-seed. Yeah, Steve, before you joined, Steve, I was trying to tell people, imagine having a couple of million seeds and then having to get it like the seed packet and all that stuff, and then shipping. I mean, that's a huge job. You'd have to have a whole department for that. It's crazy. Ask Jake from the Wholesale for the Small Scale Grower page, because he's swamped in packages right now, and he's trying to do it with 3 people, and he just can't keep up. It's a huge operation to try to do this. What seeds am I starting right now? I did my eucalyptus. and then Lisianthus, and then I won't be starting anything until at least February. Popcorn, you can order pre-chilled lilies from Awnings America. You can order lilies also from Edney, which I don't know the situation there. If they're, I think Edney is still going to be doing the bulbs, so they will be doing the lilies. You can order pre-chilled lilies from Edney 12 months a year. Same thing with awnings, I think. 9 to 12 inches, Fin Farm. Socially distanced party at Steve's house. Yeah. So Steve's got a little bit of an operation there, but everyone's going to just drive, Steve. Everyone's going to drive and pick up the packages. So eucalyptus seeds right now are very scarce. There was a lot of crop failures. Johnny's did have one variety that was available immediately, and that was the baby blue variety. But you had to buy a 500 seed pack, and it was $20. So the other varieties are back ordered. Some, I think most are back ordered until February. The silver, is it? I keep saying silver dollar, but I don't think it's silver dollar. Is it like, what is it? I can't remember. But that one had the crop failure, so that one's not available. I am not going to plant my foxglove in the wildflower field. I have a couple thousand foxglove. I'm dedicating an entire bed to that. I don't. The lilies, they have a cold requirement. I'm not sure when I'm going to start my anemones yet. I'm thinking close to when I do my ranunculus in late February, early March. Silver drop, yes, thank you. I keep saying silver dollar, and I know that's not it. When do I start my snapdragons? About 12 weeks before my final frost. And they go into the ground 6 weeks before my frost. So they're in my basement for 6 weeks, and then I put them out into the ground. I also did try some cool flower snapdragons. I do have a row out there in the ground right now that I transplanted out there as baby seedlings. So we'll see how they do as cool flowers for me. Yeah. I live in a highway too, Candace. It's it says I mean, I'm not going to answer it. We'll text her though. Something. I have to call her. Call her in 2 minutes because it's 6:52. I'm going to get off in a minute. Thank you so much. I am doing 21 varieties of Lisianthus from seed this year. I think putting a row cover, 30 degrees. I think 30 degrees with a row cover for the ranunculus would be, I don't know. I think it would be fine. I would love to get the caterpillar tunnel are the low tunnels. I have that already. A high tunnel is what I want to get. Do I replant my daffodils every year? I do not replant my daffodils every year. They stay in the ground. I add to them every year. So the daffodils from last year stay in the ground. I don't pull the bulbs. Those are perennials. They multiply and they stay in the ground. I added to them this year. So I have 3,000 out there now. Good night, Steve. Now, my phone is right. Who is this? Is it one of you? Somebody from Indiana. I don't know anybody from Indiana. Yeah, Steve calls me Squirrel Girl. I call him Sunflower Steve because I can't concentrate on anything. Squirrel. No. Well, yes, lilies only grow one stem, but they usually have 5 to 7 to 10 flowers on that stem. I do pull my tulips, Candace. I didn't at first, the first crops, but then when I realized that I had so many tulips at once and I needed to store them, I pulled them because they store for a longer period of time when they have their bulbs attached. Not it. It was a weird 208 area code. It was probably someone asking about my car warranty. You guys been getting those? I'm over it. Van Gogh. Somebody's saying they should be called the Van Gogh series. They're so dreamy. Yes, I would eventually pull up my daffodils and divide, but that's really not recommended until they're at least 5 years old. So probably after 5 years, I would dig them up and divide them. You got one what, Pam? What? A weather system? Did you get a weather station? I don't know why I said weather station. What'd you get? Oh, you got one of the calls. I get you. The warranty calls. Yeah, Monet series is what somebody commented that the sunflower should be. I'm looking at the YouTube comments on the video as well. Yeah, the car warranty. So bad. Spam numbers from Idaho. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I don't know my states very well. It was Idaho. It said ID, and I clearly thought Indiana, or whatever it was. Oh, Pam, awesome. Oh, I didn't get any of those Amazon close my account. I do get a couple of text messages like that, though. All right, I'm going to call my sister back. Thank you so much, Fabio. You know what? This is going to be my first year going for ranunculus at a large scale. I've only grown like 10 or 15 before, and so this will be new for me too. So it'll be an experiment. Like I always say, I am not an expert at anything. I am just trying things out and put it on video. I do deal with voles. I mostly notice the voles in my peonies, and they haven't seemed to have caused a problem yet. I just noticed their lines. And also I think it's voles that chew off the bottom of my sweet pea, like my sugar snap peas, like my vegetable, because I'll go there, and usually this is toward the mid to late summer. I'll go over and my pea plants are just dead, and I'll be so mad. And then they look at the bottom and they were snipped off by a vole or something like that. Thank you. I will be showing you all of my dead plants this year. Yeah, what was it get? Australia. I don't know. Because silver drop, I heard, could take temperatures down into the 30s, though. I don't know how cold it gets in Australia, but if it gets colder there, then it can take more cold. I've never started peonies from seed. I heard it can take 8 to 10 years to bloom, but prove them wrong. Thank you, Connie. Hi, Brave Acre. I love your little store that you guys have set up. I love seeing the pictures. It's beautiful. My chickens have not wanted to come out of the coop for a couple of days. You can take cuttings of eucalyptus. You can. I just don't have any eucalyptus to take cuttings from. Bye, Teresa. Have fun at work. Oh, thank you. I did get an email from my website, so maybe that's your email, Michelle. Can you go and I did grow anemones and ranunculus in crates this year. I used the 9-inch deep crates. Maybe they were a little deeper, but I put about 2 inches of soil on the bottom and then put the corms and then covered the top. The only reason I didn't have successful ranunculus this year is because I put the crates outside and my chickens jumped into them and dug them all up and killed all the plants and ate them all. So I started like 150 ranunculus and 150 anemones this year in crates, and my chickens ate them all. Yeah. Daniel, I've had a tulip with the bulb on last for 3 weeks in my refrigerator in the cooler. Yes. So, okay, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you so much. See you soon. I'm excited for videos 2 and 3 with Sunflower Steve. See you later.